Starting the meeting, Mahoning County Commissioners Hearing Room, regular board meeting number 10, Thursday, March 10th, 2022, 10 a.m. Stand for the pledge, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And if we could remain standing for a minute. I mean, I read the newspaper this morning before I come in. We need to pray for the Ukraine. I mean, they just bombed a hospital with children and pregnant mothers. I mean, this is horrible. So if we could just pray that this stuff just gets over quickly. Thank you. I mean, this is the most horrific thing I've ever seen in a war. Okay. We're going to start our meeting with public comments. Do I see anyone with public comments? No, no public comments? Okay. Once, twice, three times, all right. Approval of the previous minutes of board meeting number 9, Thursday, March 3rd, 2022, and approval for bills and payment. Do I hear a motion?
So moved. Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Trafficante?
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler?
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati?
Yes. Advertisement for bids, number 1, sanitary.
Morning. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
This is a bid for the industrial bulk liquid oxygen to be delivered to the Meander wastewater treatment plant.
Okay, thank you. Number 1, advertisement for bids. Do I hear a motion?
Motion to approve advertisement for bids.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Trafficante?
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler?
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati?
Yes. Number 1, journal entries. Motion.
Motion to approve journal entries number 1. Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Trafficante?
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler?
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati?
Yes. Number 2, travels. A, veteran services. Is someone?
Hey, good morning, Nate from Veteran Services.
Okay.
We have 4 service officers attending in order to maintain our accreditations. This year's national conference is in San Antonio, Texas.
Okay, thank you. Number 2, travels. A, do I hear a motion?
Motion to approve travels. Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Trafficante?
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler?
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati?
Yes. Number 3, agreements, engineers, A, B, C, D, and E. Oh, Rick. You
Good
hit the
morning.
jackpot.
Got the alphabet.
A is an agreement with the following for the purchase of real property needed for Western Reeves Road to market the South Avenue project. Daniel Turner, 1940, Ray Zucker and M. Smith, 12,000. Suzanne Gray, 14,240. MBSS Investments, 6,000. B is an agreement with King Collision to repair to our vehicle number 12 in the amount of $4,594.14, non-general. C is an agreement with Meridian Healthcare for drug testing services on an as-needed basis, an estimated amount of $3,200, non-general funds. D is an agreement with Popa Consulting for bridge inspection services on 286 county maintained bridges in accordance with ODOT and FHWA requirements, in the amount of $30,000 on general. E is an agreement with Popa Consulting to perform bridge load rating on Middletown Road in the amount of $1,200 on general.
Thanks, Rick. F, lead.
It's an agreement with American Pinnacle Construction. Change circle and 17,100.
Thanks, Phil. G, recorders. Jimmy.
Good morning, everyone. This is a memorandum of understanding for electronic services at no cost to the county. What this does is allow electronic permits to be submitted, to prepare, signed of documents, transmit them electronically, and then they're considered as originals.
Okay, thanks, Jimmy. H sanitary.
This is an agreement with Alcon Mechanical Inc. to remove and install 2 new air compressors at Meander wastewater treatment plant in the amount of $31,850, non-general.
Okay, thank you. Number 3, agreements A through H. Do I hear a motion?
Motion to approve agreements. Second?
Roll call?
Commissioner Trafficante.
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler,
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati.
Yes. Number 4, change orders, lead A and B.
You have to change order with Howland Company for additional lead hazard control work, 7-Eleven and Milka Lane, $395. And B is a change order for the Howland Company as well for actually Healthy Homes work at 66 North Brockway in the amount of $1,452.52, both non-general.
Okay, thank you. Number 4, change orders A and B. Do I hear a motion?
Motion to approve change orders. Second?
Roll call?
Commissioner Trafficante.
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler,
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati.
Yes. Number 1, resolutions additions. Do I hear a motion?
Motion to approve resolutions number 1. Second?
Roll call?
Commissioner Trafficante.
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler.
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati.
Yes. Number 2, record of bids, engineers.
This bids for the South Avenue resurfacing project, phase 1.
Okay, thank you. Oh, okay, just stay there. After we approve this, you'll be doing that one. Number 2, record of bids, A. Do I hear a motion?
Motion to approve record of bids. Second?
Roll call?
Commissioner Trafficante.
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler.
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati.
Yes. Number 3, record of a resolution of awards, engineers.
Award 2021 OPWC Road and Bridge Safety Upgrade Program to Lindy Paving. It's in the amount of $2,485,146.35. It's non-general low bid and 23.8% OPWC grant.
Okay, thanks, Rick. Number 3, resolution of awards, A. Do I hear a motion?
Motion to approve resolution awards. Second?
Roll call?
Commissioner Trafficante.
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler,
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati.
Yes, before we go to resolutions, please tell Pat, I looked at the slide presentation that he did with the townships.
Yeah.
That was excellent.
Yeah.
All of it.
A lot of good
I thought it
information.
was well done. He had that township meeting. I don't remember getting a copy, but I probably did get something. It wasn't on our calendar, but it was very good.
Yeah,
I
it's
just
a lot of
tell
good
Pat.
information, a lot of information that people normally don't get. And they don't understand, like, why is this road closed, or why is this happening, why is that happening, or when is it happening? And so it's a lot of good information.
Yeah, I'm gonna print out some copies of that for
They
us,
got it.
because I don't think we got it.
And I sent it to you guys,
Mm.
She
And-
did, she sent us a copy,
all of us.
all of us. But I mean, I'm gonna print it out and give them a hard copy as well. Okay, I didn't mean to disrupt that. All right, number 4, resolutions. A, B, and C. Jimmy.
Okay. Under A, it's a resolution to approve the agreement and expenditures with the following to assist COVID-19 public health and funded by ARPA and for Fiddler Technologies, $185,215.71 is for the Recorder's Land Records Project.
Okay, B and C, Jim.
Under B, it's continuation to use outside counsel pursuant to the Ohio Revised Code.
And
C is also for continuation to use under more obligation. It's just a timing issue to bring it in line with the contract.
Okay, thank you, Jimmy.
Sure.
And D, Commissioners O and B, and that's Mark. Mark, do you want to address that one?
Sure. Commissioners, you have in front of you a resolution related to the approval of the memorandum of understanding for the One Ohio Region 7 Collaborative. The collaborative is a collaborative agreement with Trumbull County. And I have been working with their prosecutor's office, and we believe this to be a draft that may be mutually agreeable, but we may have to come back for some revisions once their commissioners approve it, but we're optimistic that they'll be approving it next week.
Okay, thank you. Mary.
Good luck with that.
Thank you. E, engineers, and F, engineers.
E is a resolution approving the release of claims for settlement $2,310.99 to Roger Herman for an incident on State Route 224. And F is a resolution of necessity to purchase one 2022 Ford F-450 chassis from the Dallas Ford Truck through the state co-op purchasing program, and the estimated amount $83,950.
Thanks, Rick. Number 4, resolutions A through F. Do I hear a motion?
Motion to approve resolutions. Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Trafficante.
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler.
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati.
Yes, and that concludes our business portion of the meeting. I don't see any other elected officials. I do see some reps from the state here. You want to give us?
We're in Jeff Press Center. So I was in town with friend Jeff and figured I'd stop by and say hello.
Do you have any money for us or?
Unfortunately, I don't. I
Bring us a big check?
apologize.
Could you leave and come back in 5?
I could, yes.
Okay,
I might have forgotten it in my car.
Rob Portman's office. Do you have anything?
I guess before, the grants and the sponsorship money from NOPEC that goes out to our membership communities have been distributed. It's just up to the villages and the townships to claim that. We're not concerned. We've been on top of it, making sure that we're keeping in touch with the townships and villages to make sure that they do get their money and then put it to whatever use they see.
Are you also in touch with Anna Diasanis that does most of our grants and special projects?
Yeah.
Okay, good. That's good. Thank
Very
you.
good.
Appreciate you being here. Anybody else? Bill, Boo, have anything? Nothing. Mark? Rick, you already said enough.
Marcus, we just love that suit.
I work for you,
I'm
David.
telling you, in fact, I think, who was I talking to just this week? I was talking about that suit and I mentioned it. No, Dave Diapolito, when we were at the little St. Patrick's Day party the other night. I said, now Mark is the sharp dresser of the Diapolitos. I said, he has this blue suit that has a power pack that he wears on his belt that keeps it illuminated. I said, and
Very light dry cleaning, right?
And we both said, youth, they can do that. The young can wear good looking sporty clothes
You're just.
because they're slim and trim, and they're in style.
You want to borrow one of those.
See, me and Anthony, we don't have anything but black clothes and we buy them baggy.
Yeah, the pickings are slim. There's no tailors around.
Dillard's used to have a big and tall,
Yes.
and they had the most gorgeous clothes you could ever buy. Now you got to go to Cleveland.
Well, I was talking to Erin Lonsway yesterday,
yes.
and she's opening a second store. She has the one downtown.
Right.
And she's opening one at the difference. And that reminded me because,
No kidding.
where, because I used to go there when I got a shirt changed or something, or,
Yeah, they have
alteration.
beautiful suits. there.
Yeah.
Is
Remember the
she
cigar
really?
smoking?
No,
Oh, yeah. Well, we won't go there.
Is she gonna have a tailor?
I don't think.
no.
so.
No.
she's
It's
just opening
women's
her own-
club.
Oh, women's
yes,
clothes. Okay.
women's.
Oh, my gosh.
She's just opening in that building.
Glad to know
I
that.
need a tailor.
Another little shop.
Who's-
All right, that, what about Prima? What?
The guy's making suits and selling them online,
Here
There
you
you
go.
go.
Who's that?
I'll get it with you.
just above Prima.
His name's
Okay.
Joseph Guerrieri.
Downtown.
Private stash.
What's his name?
What's his name?
Joseph Guerrieri.
And they make suits?
Yeah, he's a tailor.
No
Great
kidding.
work.
Oh,
Yeah, he
man,
actually
I
spoke
gotta
at our Rotary Club last week.
Wow, thank you. I didn't know.
I never knew there was.
When I
even
was
anyone-
your age, probably younger, I used to go to that Silver's
Oh, my
all the
God.
time.
Yeah,
Because we could buy nice shoes and we all bought shoes, we called them Beatle shoes because they were pointy, and they laced up high, and it was always the thing to do. That was like, I want to say the mid to late 70s, 76, 70 timeframe. And we get out the Silvers and they've been around forever and they always, it was always pretty cool to get down there. I mean, you can park your car on Market Street, you could park you could park anywhere and walk around. I mean, it was just, was good times to come downtown, you know, Strauss and Kelby's, things going on, you know, but
And here we are.
yeah.
Well, maybe that'll come back. They're revitalizing a little bit of downtown. We have a lot of food and bars. So maybe that'll come back as well.
It's because we're all getting old and we buy less clothes and more booze. So,
I still buy a lot of clothes.
yeah, you do.
I do. Anyway, anything else, you guys? I do want to say it's St. Patty's Day next week. If anybody's listening that's on and you're gonna go out, get a driver, be careful and stay safe. Dave Anthony?
Yeah, I just wanted to say, Bob Portman, I don't know if you know my relationship with your boss. We go way, way back. And I know that this is his last term. And I want you to know he's one of the most respected men in the Senate and who served in government. He was very close to my old boss, Jim Trafkin, who introduced me to Mr. Portman many, many moons ago. So you work for a great guy. And I have a lot of memories with him on a lot of nights eating at the Greek Isle Tavernas in DC.
Only he would remember the
Yes,
restaurants.
and the Chinese restaurant right next door to the Trover bookstore. And actually, Bob went in there with me and he bought me a book. And he said, here, read this if you're going to be working on the Hill. And I still have it with his signature in it. And I just wanted to say, since you're here, what a great guy. he
Thank
was.
you,
Do
I
remember the
appreciate
name of the
that.
book yet?
Yeah, what's the book?
I think it was an author by the name of Palowitz. Has a cover on the book with the Capitol, like a lid on the US Capitol coming off with all of these people screaming. I have it at home, but it was really good.
Perfect for today.
Yeah. What was that?
That's perfect.
Yeah, perfect, exactly.
He's a great guy. He's
I appreciate
really
that.
honest. I wished he would have stayed. That's all.
Okay,
Yeah, I would say happy St. Patrick's Day too. You know, Sunday's the parade.
yes,
Um,
I've brought up. that.
So, and what, Thursday's St. Patrick's Day? Is it
Yes,
Thursday?
the
A week
13th.
from today?
We'll be here.
So, you know, no throwing candy, you know, because you know, Carol hit me with a big stick, you know, so I'm wounded. I'm a wounded duck.
He's a wounded
So-
warrior.
So I had
Jesus.
surgery a week ago, Tuesday. I tore my tricep off the bone on the back of my elbow and it started
You
to
know what
retract up the back. And they said, if they don't pull it down, stitch it to your bone, do this, this, and this, you only get about 40% of your strength back. And, you know, I thought, well, I do too much to not do that. But then when I went in there and they cut me from here to here, they stitched the tricep, they drilled holes through my elbow and they pulled the stitching down and they threaded it through the holes in the elbow, tied it and put it in a hard cast for a month. Then they put a brace on you that adjusts one click a week for 6 to 8 weeks till you bend it. Then after that 3-month period, you start rehab.
Oh,
So in hindsight, if you ever tear a tricep muscle,
don't do it.
accept the 40% loss in strength, move on, you know, because, you know, it's just, I mean, it doesn't hurt. It's just an inconvenience. Let me tell you, if you've ever tried to put a Q-tip in your left ear with your right hand, try it at home. Second hardest thing, try to put on a pair of socks with one hand.
Oh, they have
I have
those
a-
things. Do you have one of those poles that you put your socks on?
No, I never had a need for one of them poles to put my socks in.
Get
But I can say.
You know, one of those
pretty neat.
things.
I can say, though, that I have a renewed respect for my father who died 31 years ago, who the last 4 or 5 years of his life, he had a stroke. And he lost all his movement in his left arm and his left leg. And when I'd stop over there and he'd be walking up the steps with a bowl of dog food on his head, you know, holding the railing, you know, because he was going to feed the dog. And I'd say, what are you doing? He says, you got to improvise. And, you know, all the things that he did to accommodate, you know, the fact that he lost his hand, he lost his arm and everything from a stroke, you know, and that's, you know, people that adapt and live and have disabilities and do things. God willing, and the creek don't rise, mine's temporary. But, people that spend their life trying to, survive and move through issues. God bless them all, because you get an eye-opening experience when you lose the ability to do something or to have the use of a limb. So, and it makes it a difference, it's, everything is taking a lot longer to do these days. But anyway, happy St. Patrick's Day. And I want to say thank you to all the people at Southwoods. Southwoods is amazing. The doctors, the people that work there. You never get a voicemail on the phone. You never walk in the door when you're not greeted and asked where you're going and, taken to the right direction. Every time I walk in there, that you're in the room, you're out of the room.
You're special. They make you feel so
Everyone is
special.
Yep. And the people
Everybody.
there just, they have better coffee than we do,
Oh,
and
they
you
do.
can get coffee, you can get a bottle of water, you can get a salad.
And you go home with the meal.
Yeah.
I mean, I
So-
never went to, Frank used to go home, they had him going, come in the room, would you like to bring home, you're leaving today, so would you like to bring dinner home? I went, dinner, yeah, they give you dinner and you bring it home with you, so you don't need to cook. I'm like, wow, what a service.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, Ed got a great place. Anthony?
No, that's it. I'm good.
All right, next meeting will be next Thursday, March 17th at 10, and that is St. Patty's Day. Do I hear a motion?
Motion to adjourn.
Second?
Roll call?
Commissioner Trafficante.
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler.
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati.
Yes. Thank you,
Wear your green
everyone.
next week.